You don't need to be ultra-rich to become Swiss.
So Philippe, let's start with Swiss nationalities. So can one ultra-wealthy person actually buy a Swiss nationality?
Actually, Jessica, you cannot buy the Swiss nationality if you reside in Switzerland for a number of years, normally 12 years or less if you are married to a Swiss person. So after 12 years, you can apply to become a Swiss citizen. And if you are a normal person, if you don't have any criminal record, you are not receiving money from social help, the chance for you to get the Swiss nationality is very high. So you don't need to be ultra-rich to become Swiss.
And that's actually surprising when you think of how many ultra-wealthy people there are here in Switzerland.
Yes, Jessica, but they don't, most of them, they're not Swiss. They reside in Switzerland. Of course, they can become Swiss after a number of years if they apply, but most of them are not Swiss.
And how can someone reside lawfully in Switzerland?
You know, you have I would say two basic cases. One case is that you work in Switzerland, you can be an employee, you can buy a Swiss company and then you manage it on a day-to-day basis. You can start your own company. And so if you are European, it's quite straightforward, but if you are not European, you have to apply to have a working permit. You have to prove that, you will add economic value to Switzerland. There are some quotas every year. And then this is one way to reside in Switzerland. Another way, if you don't want to have gainful activities in Switzerland, so you can apply to the scheme called lump sum tax payment. So you will pay taxes not based on what you earn or what you own, but based on what you spend. And actually, many people have this scheme. You have retired people, you have rich artists, for instance, singer, a rich athlete, like Formula One racer. They work all over the world except in Switzerland. And you also have rich business people who typically own companies outside Switzerland.
And that's really interesting. So that was Switzerland, but what about the rest of Europe?
Now, in other countries, in some other countries, you have a scheme called Citizenship-by-investment or Residency-by-investment. And the purpose is to attract wealthy people. They need to have, in all cases, a clean record, no criminal record, of course. And they attract rich people, but they also attract investment. And a number of countries are offering this. It's not so easy to choose the best country because there are so many factors, so many differences between one country and the other one.
So what are the factors to be considered when you're looking by the citizenship by investment?
One element is how much you have to invest in order to get the citizenship. It can be 500,000, it can be 5 million. Another element is how fast does it take? How long does it take? It can be a few months, it can be several years. Another element is how useful is a new passport? Is it part of the EU, European Union? Is it part of the Schengen Agreement? Is it part of the Commonwealth? Can you keep your nationality? How is standard of living in your new country? Do you need to reside? How is the education? How is the taxation system? The business condition? Maybe you want to move your companies to the new country. What language is spoken in the country? Do you need to learn the local language? And so on and so on. There are many factors to be considered.
So when looking at citizenship by investment and residency by investment, what other countries in Europe are the most popular?
I think for citizenship by investment, I can think of Malta, Cyprus, Austria, and Portugal. And for Portugal, it's also popular for the residency by investment.
Fantastic. Well, Philippe, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you very much.
That's all for myself and Philippe, but for all the latest updates and exclusive market moves, do keep clicking back to Dukascopy TV.